I just dropped a load of, before we started recording, a load of Mosaic base cards off my desk by accident by pulling a cable the wrong way. And you're listening to episode 110 of Soccer Cards United. You're very welcome back to the program. Hello, Enzo.
Hey, Jason. I'd love to tell you have to clear the table, but I'm in my own home today. You can't see it here, my chair. I finally got my chair fixed, so I'm in my nice office chair. My warranty worked. That was great. But I'm also surrounded by cards, so I can't judge.
No, I want to clear this table, but
no, I understand.
It's just tough. It's tough.
Is this a haircut I see?
That's a haircut, yeah.
No, was that a Frank special?
That's a Frank special.
Oh,
I saw Frank there.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
I kind of started to explain what I wanted, and he said, I have it. I got it.
Did you tell him all of what has been happening for the last few months?
I told him a good bit, and he was
shocked.
Shocked. I was mentioning podcast and all that, and for anyone who doesn't know, Frank is my barber of many years, and he said, "Yeah, podcast, the Frozzy." I was like, you're thinking of the Frozzy Shone. This is actually the successor podcast to that,
and the successful podcast.
The successful podcast of that.
Although, can I say, I've never met a person that listened to the Frozzy Shone that didn't say it wasn't. Like, everyone that listened to that said they preferred that to this, even though this was more successful. Very small sample size, but I have 3 different people that said that one, the OG one, was better. Maybe 4 people.
Wow. Our first album was better.
Yeah, that's classic.
Yeah, we had like some early small kind of niche success with the first album, and then we went mainstream, and people that like the early stuff didn't really.
They thought we sold out. Not sold out, but we sold our soul a bit.
Yeah, and they started playing more hits. Anyway, this is the hit. This is the hit podcast.
This is the hits. You're describing this as the hits.
Yeah. This is the one that many, many people around the world love dearly. Speaking of the cards on my table, yesterday I opened a box of Stadium Club Chrome UEFA.
Oh, is that up on the YouTubes?
It is.
I haven't seen it. I don't know what we hit.
It's not as of recording, but it is as of release. So, I'll tell you when we're finished the podcast, Enzo.
Didn't even tell me what the auto was. You told me nothing. It tells me it might be unremarkable.
No, it was it was an unexpected autograph.
Oh God.
An unexpected autograph.
Can I actually say something that I seen on the timeline? Our good friends, or maybe your good friends, I don't know how I am with them, the Sports Card Nonsense crew.
Right, yeah.
At the industry summit.
Yeah.
They won, I think, Hobby Influencers of the Year or Podcast of the Year, something like that.
Yep.
I said to myself, maybe someday, Jason.
Maybe someday we can get there.
Yeah.
We can at least be nominated.
Oh, no, this is what I'm thinking. Someday they might categorize the awards like they're doing in the music industry.
Yeah.
They're starting to segregate. Like, hip hop needs to be segregated into so many because there's so many layers to it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe eventually there'll be like Soccer Influencers of the Year, at which point it's a shoe-in.
I don't know if it is.
Jason! Come on.
No, must be, surely.
Has to be.
I also saw Grayson was there from Cherry to collect International Shop of the Year.
Oh no, that we could have. Maybe not. Cherry's
a proper nice couple of shops. I think they got a couple of shops around Australia.
Yeah, nice.
We'd be competing with Trace and Chase in Greece. They've got an unbelievable shop.
I know.
Listen, nobody beats the prices on soccercardsunited.com.
Listen, there's a few things they don't beat on soccercardsunited.com, let me tell
you. Speaking of that, we confirmed, you may have seen some social media activity, listener, across the week. We did what we said we would do on the podcast, and we made a big deal about trying to get a table for London, put a bounty out, and we got sorted. So we're going to London. We'll see you there on the 29th and 30th of October for the next edition of the London Card Show. First 2-day edition.
So you're gonna catch us on the road. You're gonna catch us in Munich. You're gonna catch us in Paris. No, Paris first. Paris. You're gonna catch us in London. Then you're gonna catch us in Munich. There might be some other things popping up that we might end up going to.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be some stuff happening in Ireland that we can't talk about necessarily. But yeah, no, we're completing what I'm going to call the 2022 road trip across the globe. From the United States, from Atlantic City itself, London several times. Now we went to Copenhagen, we went to the Nordics.
Yeah,
we're going to Paris.
Dundalk.
We went to Dundalk. That's the big one.
Yeah,
we're going to Paris. We're going to Munich. We're going back to London, and I'm buzzing for it.
Should be very exciting. Very, very exciting. We got a show on the Saturday, and then a trade night, and then a second day of the show on Sunday.
Crazy. It's going to be
Very
intense.
exciting.
I've reached out to a good friend of ours to come with us. We're getting confirmation tomorrow.
That'd be
He
great.
can come.
Yeah.
I also have a friend in Brighton, so if he can't come, I might get my friend in Brighton.
Oh yeah, in Brighton. Yeah, that's close by.
Take their weekend. I say, listen, we'll look
Drive
after
up.
You. Come on up. We'll cover the cost.
Absolutely.
So we'll see what happens.
Exciting. So we'll see you in London. Right. Let's jump into Hobby HQ. We had an announcement a while back that they were going to do something called Finest Flashbacks for the UEFA Champions League license, and they've released a checklist. So if you're not familiar with Finest Flashbacks, I'll let Cardboard Connection tell you about it. The all-new 2021-22 Topps Finest Flashbacks UEFA Champions League gives soccer collectors a taste of the 90s style with the 1993 football's finest release. This debut set is an online exclusive product. At this time, the box price is unknown. It appears to mirror the MLB version, which recently sold for $199.99 USD per box. So it features current stars on the 1993 finest baseball design, the 1993 finest football. Oh my God, they haven't worked out what this is based on. This is a disaster. But here's the checklist, right? So you got your base 1993 football's finest set checklist. See, I don't know if they mean football like American football or soccer.
They do. No, they mean American football, I believe. Or at least, if that's, I don't know.
I don't know either.
They're harkening back to that design. There was no design for soccer back then, surely.
No, but there's also a baseball design they keep talking about as well.
But maybe they're taking the baseball, taking the football, and they're mixing them together and making soccer cards of them. They're trying to appeal to the baseball collectors out there. They're trying to get the nostalgia with the football collectors too.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I have no idea. So we have some autographs. Legend Autos is the new flavor of the month.
Necessary.
Yeah, so we're going to have the likes of Franco Baresi.
Classic.
We're going to have Casillas, Larson, Peter Schmeichel, Xabi Alonso, who we're going to talk about later on. Haaland Autos. Memphis Depay, Neymar. Could be signing again. We don't know. Although we're going to talk about his wages later on the show. I don't think he needs to sign anymore. But and then there's some rookie image variation.
Can I say, I think his dad has his business side squeaky clean because his dad is like, listen, Haaland, at any time a career can end because obviously it's what happened to him.
Yeah.
While you're getting your money, get your money kind of thing. So maybe. I don't know.
The likes of Benjamin Sesko, Cole Palmer, Hannibal, Liam Delap, and Trevor Chalobah all have image variation autographs as well. I thought, Enzo, seeing as we're on Zoom, which the more attentive viewers will have noticed, we can do some screen sharing. So I'm going to share my screen and show you what this year's baseball finest flashbacks looks like.
Okay, thanks, Jason. I need that.
No problem.
I'm not clued in on the baseball.
So that's the box, right? But this is the design.
Without the black writing, I assume. Finest protector. Remove. There was an old school thing. We had to take a foil off the card.
Okay, yeah. Look, here we go. The name is a throwback to 1995, where finest cards had a protective film on them to help protect cards from surface scratches. This film could be left on or peeled off. However, this time around, there is no film.
Okay.
Instead, the peeling instructions found on the original card is printed onto the card itself.
Okay, for kind of a nostalgic look.
Right.
It's there, but you can't peel it off. Okay, that's something. It's okay. As soccer collectors, we can't relate to that. But obviously,
can't relate to that.
Trying to get the baseball people in.
This is a good look at that insert. Flamethrowers, like pitchers that have the flames when they throw it. That's pretty good.
I don't like that.
So the weird thing is, right? They're doing this. This is kind of second time they've done a 90s inspired thing. Because also, if I can show you something from my stadium club.
It's a teaser. I didn't get to see it.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see, but that's an award of Camavinga.
Oh, the beam. Oh, the beam team. Is that case hit?
I don't know.
No, Jason. I think beam team is a case hit.
No.
Yes.
I'll
Google it.
Right, you Google it. I actually, when I was doing the video yesterday, I tried to look at the pack odds a couple of times. But because I was just me, I was kind of looking at the pack odds and
case hit. You didn't know. You just said, "Oh, that's a nice, weird looking design." That's what you said, didn't you? You might need to add in. There's one on eBay with 41. Oh, this is an auto. It's a beam team auto. But there's one on eBay for 145.
Right.
Camavinga. Beam Team it's a big deal.
I said I know I knew Beam Team was popular, but I was like, oh, that's
It's not
called Beam
numbered, is
Team.
it? That's a base Beam Team.
That's a base Beam Team, yeah.
Well, they're 1 in 216 packs. Super short print.
Right. Cool.
The numbered of them are doing very well, and the autographs of them. But I don't see
Yeah.
too many Camavinga sales as a
I
base
see
Beam Team. But that's because it's a case hit, and there's not a lot of them out there.
I see $40
$40. I don't see
on
that.
September 29th.
Okay.
Well,
yeah, a good hit by all accounts. Camavinga not getting much respect in the hobby, but that's actually really nice. Camavinga seems to have. I don't know if you can see this. Ooh, this is gonna be difficult.
No.
Seems to have altered his autograph.
Oh yeah.
So that's cool.
So the reason I brought Beam Team up was not actually to do with
Sorry.
that, but
now you see what you're missing when I'm not there.
Certainly I do. I didn't have a scissors, and it's all in the video, but it was a disaster.
Jason, when's day 3 of the national that happened back in January?
See, I was actually just thinking about this. Like, at what point is it embarrassing to start?
Oh,
I think probably Monday, Tuesday.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, doing great.
I'm doing fine. I'm slow, but I'm getting there. The Beam Team thing was like soccer collectors in Europe were like, I don't like this Beam Team design. It looks stupid. But then the Americans loved it.
Yeah,
because they had like
nostalgia
for it. So it's an interesting strategy. So I presume this
Merlin heritage kind of gives us nostalgia.
That's true. Yeah. So this final slash is maybe more aimed at the American audience than the international audience. So we'll see what happens with that. Oh, hang on. When's the release date? October 12th estimated release date, which is next Wednesday.
Ooh, Wednesday, classic Wednesday drop. So watch out for that one. Still releasing 21-22 products the 7th of October. The summer signings came out and I just realized it's October.
Oh, summer signings. I meant to say that.
That wasn't on the docket. No, but that came out, but I was just thinking like October, like that's definitely been pushed back. That's not when the other ones released.
I feel like the other ones maybe came out August or September.
Yeah. Oh, so it's not too long delayed, to be fair. The season did just start, but feels a bit delayed, yeah.
Yeah, there was an interesting kind of debate going on about the summer signings thing because it had on the checklist a couple of
women.
How
dare they?
And there was a debate going on as to whether or not that was good or bad. And I thought that maybe my thinking on it was that, like, okay, ideally you would have a set for the women and a set for the men. But right now, they obviously can't or won't take that risk. They don't have enough. There's not enough kind of.
Yeah, there might not be enough sign
juice in the women's or whatever. Yeah,
interest. Okay.
So they're kind of like, because obviously if you're.
But they did a summer signing set for the women or a knockout set. I think they might
a knockout set. Yeah.
They didn't do summer signings, no.
No. So this is like they're doing summer signings. They're putting a couple of women in there, and it's like, well, long term, you have to get to a place where there's no women in the men's product, I feel.
Okay. I don't mind a mix.
Because if you're a women's soccer collector,
true,
you should have your own lane to drive in. Like,
fair.
You know, you shouldn't have to. It's not like it's that whole thing of like women's soccer shouldn't be like an addendum to male soccer.
Like in FIFA when they added a few women's teams in.
Exactly. Yeah.
There should be a whole other game for this.
Yeah, you're either doing it or you're not doing it, kind of thing. But it's better than not having anything at all.
True.
So
I like it.
That was my
adds variety to the checklist as well.
Yeah, that was a set that sold out rapid.
Yeah. Low cost set.
Low cost set. 30 cards a box.
We don't know how many, but at least 6.
At least, or there's a 1 of 5. Oh yeah.
So at least 6.
Numbered autograph falling 1 and 2 boxes. 1 number parallel per box. Classic.
I think last year was 1 and 3 on summer signings, so an improvement.
Yeah. Looking at the checklist here, who are some of the standout summer signings? Haaland, obviously.
The standout, of course.
Lieke Martens was the standout women's signing. Dutch striker signed for PSG. She has autos in there. The likes of your Matthias Tell, your Robert Lewandowski, Barcelona. No autos, I don't think. Who's the autos? Right. Haaland, Adeyemi, Nico Schlotterbeck, Niklas Sula, both Borussia Dortmund centre halves. Maybe slightly overkill there. Fabio Carvalho is a big one from Fulham to Liverpool. I believe he has an RC there. It's probably his rookie card, or one of his rookie cards this season.
Someone will tell you there's a sticker from way back, but don't get us involved.
Keep us out of it, please. Romelu Lukaku, Clement Longley, Kalidou Koulibaly, huge centre half representation.
Can I say, how many summer signing sets can Lukaku be in?
I know, every summer he's there. Turns up.
But
also, Darwin Nunez, it only had one season between his two summer signing sets.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow, that'll show you how quickly he's climbed the ladder.
But it's I mean, they're limited. You're saying there's so many centre backs. They're limited by who moved where, Jason, and the license, obviously.
They're limited by who moved where. So all these centre halves are moving around.
Yeah, like if Messi moved this summer, they'd have Messi in there, obviously. Oh, last year they just had Messi, Ronaldo, autos, and no one else, wasn't it? Or was
I can't remember.
No, I think so. I think it was just Messi and Ronaldo had autos in summer signings.
Do you want me to check?
Yeah, remember, because it was first Messi PSG auto, if you remember that.
Oh yeah.
So it definitely wasn't 1 in 3 autograph. It was something crazy.
Right. Well, I can't.
There was autos, but then they were just the big chases. But I think it was just them. You don't know.
For the listener, I'm shrugging. I don't know. I can't remember that. I can hardly remember what happened last week. Mohamed Ali Cho is a French striker who Real Sociedad signed from Angers in France, who is one of those guys where it's like he could be phenomenal or we may never hear him again. I think he's like probably moved 1 or 2 years too early. I hate when that happens. When a player should just stay and develop.
Develop.
Just relax.
Chill.
You know, it's like your man Hugo Ekitike going to PSG. It's like you're never going to play at PSG.
Yeah, don't go there.
Just move somewhere where they need you to play. But anyway, look, we needn't get bogged down in that.
That's up to them and their agents, Jason.
That's up to them and their agents. I was going to say, do you think centre backs have fewer commercial opportunities and are therefore more likely to sign autographs and things like that?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Probably get paid less as well in general.
No,
I'm sad.
Yeah, no one wants. Like,
did you see the Thierry Henry video I put on the timeline?
Yes, I did. That whole interview was excellent. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
something for you.
I appreciate that. There was another video from the same interview that I had put on the timeline a couple of days earlier, which was
all right. Relax.
A different clip, and I hadn't even seen the clip that you put up. Very good interview. That was the he was on a New York Red Bulls podcast or something.
With Bradley Ray Phillips?
I think so.
Okay, there you go.
Maybe I hope it was the same interview. I don't know.
I don't think it was. I actually don't think it was.
He was doing a little press tour, was he?
Maybe. You just talking.
Did you see the video of him playing the quiz with Jamie Carragher and Mika Richards, and he keeps guessing himself, and it's never him?
No, I've seen him do one with Arsene Wenger that I think was actually years back. And he was asking Arsene Wenger who was the most sub player that you did in your entire Arsenal tenure.
I
think this was like a suggested video after I watched that video. Do you know who the most subbed player was during Arsene Wenger's tenure?
Theo Walcott.
That's what Arsene Wenger thought. That's what Arsene Wenger thought. Yeah, Arsene Wenger said Theo Walcott. It was Dennis Bergkamp.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you know what team Arsene Wenger's Arsenal teams scored the most goals against during his tenure?
What team did Arsene Wenger's Arsenal score the most goals against? West Brom.
Tottenham. Oh, get in.
Gets in. Gets in.
I can't remember what the other question was.
North London is red.
Oh, the other question was what player did he play the most? Like who got the most caps under him? That was a surprising.
Who got the most caps under him? Let me think. Is it someone like from the earlier part of his tenure?
I can't give away.
All right. Is it Tony Adams?
No, it's Patrick Vieira.
Oh, that makes sense.
He guessed Kolo Touré. That was very strange. How many games did Kolo Touré play? I was thinking it must be a goalkeeper, but they didn't really have a settled keeper throughout the Arsene Wenger reign. There you go. But yeah, Thierry Henry, can I just say, incredible. And actually, further than that, Mika Richards, did that group on like
Oh yeah,
BN
yeah,
or whatever,
yeah.
wherever they're on.
CBS.
Unbelievable. And they're doing like a road show now in the States, I think in New York. They're going, but like the banter between them is
so
like,
good.
Mika Richards is just fantastic.
Yeah, he's box office.
He's box office. I love it.
He's absolutely box office, and I like how they could be like, they can be more relaxed than when they're on English television.
They're very casual in a good way.
Yeah, they were talking about Christian Pulisic and Thierry Henry was saying, they were talking.
I think just them on CBS are definitely helping soccer grow.
Oh,
in the
completely.
United States. Like it's unbelievable. That's why it's wonderful to see.
But they're talking about Christian Pulisic, and the presenter Kate Abdo was saying, like, what does he have to do, like, to get the managers to give him a chance and all this stuff. And Thierry Henry gave a very Thierry Henry answer where he was basically saying, he was like, how many managers are not going to believe in you before it's about you? It's about yourself. You have to do it. You have to take your chances. Yeah. And it was like every Thierry Henry story.
Because Thierry Henry is genuinely a world-class player.
Oh.
A lot of people give it all this and they think they know the game, but then Thierry Henry is like, I know the game.
Yeah, and like it's one of those things where every Thierry Henry story makes sense. If like you listen to a lot of his stories and you go, I don't know if that's necessarily right, but you have to remember he's Thierry Henry.
Yeah.
So his answer to Christian Pulisic's question, or like Christian Pulisic, how do I get the managers to trust me? Thierry Henry's answer is essentially be Thierry Henry.
Be better. Be a better.
Be
player.
better. Yeah.
Did you see he was talking about he was telling a story about playing for New York Red Bulls. This is probably what you've seen. And
this is what I saw. Yeah,
it's too tight. It's too tight.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Is it still too tight?"
Yeah,
that's
we're
rambling. We're rambling. Thierry Henry, absolute legend of the game. God bless him.
God bless him. Just speaking of legends of the game, before, just I was messing around on the computer here before we started, and Project 22 had Kaká and Gavi last week. Okay. And Gavi's print run was like twice of Kaká's.
He's a rookie.
No, he's not.
Gavi's not a rookie.
He was a rookie last year.
Is this not counting for that?
No, how would it? It's October.
But I'm just thinking of all the products they're like releasing now with Gavi rookies still.
No. This is an on-demand. This is a.
You're saying Project 22 does not count as his rookie?
Not at all. No.
I think people are treating it like that's my conspiracy. So my theory.
I presume so. I mean,
You're just shocked that Kaká wasn't going crazy. Were you actually?
Not even
shocked?
that he wasn't going. No, it's not that I was shocked. I just thought maybe like it was almost like twice the print run for Gavi. It was like nearly 3,000 for Gavi and 1,300 for Kaká.
Okay, I didn't even see Project 20 because I didn't know if I like the look of the Kaká, I didn't even see it. But that makes sense for the demo that are buying. Like it's not they're not.
No, I know. So
Jason,
I took this information.
You're wrong.
I haven't even given an opinion.
Okay, why? Talk to me. You took this information. What did you do with it?
I took this information and I went and asked people, do you think Gavi's going to have a better career than Kaká?
Well, that would involve a Ballon d'Or.
And a World Cup.
Among a few other things.
Yeah. And on Twitter and Instagram, 80% people said, no, he won't have a better.
Is this a classic game of best case scenario?
Yeah.
Fair. Gavi and Pedri are just limited by the fact that Xavi and Iniesta were a thing.
Yeah. So then I looked up what's the all-time Kaká sale?
As
far as I can tell, it's his 2002 Panini Campeonato.
In a rookie. PSA what?
In a PSA 8.
Okay, wow. There's actually right now, there's a golden elite auction, right?
Yeah.
And I was looking at it and there's some fire because it's all high-end stuff, right? So there's some fire and there is, I believe, a 2018 Kaká Eminence. That looks amazing.
Right.
There's also a few other bits up there that looked quite nice.
Anyway, do you want to know what the all-time record for a Kaká card is?
I do.
Do you want to guess?
$10,000.
$6,000.
Okay. That's not shocking. That's
PSA 8, Pop 1, none higher. 20-year-old card. A 20-year-old sticker.
It sold recently.
Sold in May.
It looks class. But like what's did you say Pop 1, none higher?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
And I think the all-time record for a Gavi card maybe something like $4,000 or $5,000. So, and 80% of people, there's a multiplier in here that's not quite.
It's not lining up.
It's not lining up.
No, but that's a good. Do you know what actually I was looking at, Jason? Here's one.
What's that?
Right, so I was on this.
By the way,
Golden
can I just
auction.
say to anyone watching or listening to the podcast, there's loads of stuff we're going to get to, but we're just having a chat now. So
Right, so on the Golden Elite auction, right, Jason, right?
yeah,
Don't
I
even go
opened that
into it.
up.
No, don't go into it. Don't go into it. Right? Yeah, we've a lot one. Right, lot one is a
Right.
2003 2004 Upper Deck Exquisite Collection rookie patch autograph, or PA as they call them, of LeBron James. Right,
Okay. Yeah.
and it's number 12 of 99,
Mm-hmm.
and it's coming to you in a BGS 9.5.
Right.
There's 15 days left on the auction.
Yep.
What do you think it's at?
Oh no, I have no idea.
I know, but it's like, again, it's an RPA of LeBron James. It's
Yeah.
numbered to 99, so there was 99 versions of this that existed, and there was probably
Yeah.
25s, 50s, whatever, one
Mhm.
of one. So it's of 99. Now it is a gem mint 9.5 BGS.
Mhm.
What do you think it's at?
I think it's at, with 15 days left,
Yeah.
I think it's at 50,000.
1.1 million. Now, where are you? Because I have that on my screen. There's your face. Isn't that mental? Like, when you obviously it's a rookie patch auto, blah blah blah. Like, they had high end autos. Like, there's no high end Cristiano Ronaldo auto, blah blah blah. But when you consider it's of 99, like, this is not a 101. This is not whatever. Now, obviously, I'm sure if I look at the population, there's probably not a lot of PSA 10s of it. There's probably, so it's still gem mint. But it's like, we're in a different place.
No,
Soccer's
we're
in a different place. We're in a different place.
So, because then so basically, from
Like,
my
what does this mean?
little
And like,
studies,
can I just say, like,
yeah,
there's so many, like, if you look at, like, I think you get, like, almost depressed by looking at, like, the top 12 cards, because they're all breaking, like, almost soccer all-time records across the board.
Yeah.
But that's just it.
So between Kaká and then also with Mohamed Salah the next week, right?
Mm.
Maybe it's the same week. Yeah, I thought Salah was going, because Salah doesn't have many like great cards, and he had a cool.
Salah.
He had a Project 22 card the same week as Kaká and Gavi.
Oh, sorry.
So, and for the sake of engagement on Instagram, I'm creating posts about this stuff every time there's a new week, and so it's not great because I keep guessing wrong.
Understandable.
It's unveiling to me a lot of my own biases.
Mm.
First of all, it's made me feel my age.
Yeah.
And secondly, what it's doing is it's showing me how little team collecting there is still in soccer.
Okay.
Like, when I see Kaká in the AC Milan kit, right, or I see Salah in the Liverpool kit, to me, I'm thinking, like, what did we say in 2021? AC Milan was the fastest growing club in the world. A few months back on the show, we got that from social media. And then Liverpool, obviously, massive. Salah, global icon, doesn't have many cards, all this stuff. So what I'm saying is, if you look at all the NFL teams, like, you don't have to be just say in NFL, right? You don't have to be the best player of all time. You can just be the best player on the Buffalo Bills between 2006 and 2012. And you can have a $300,000 card.
Yeah, can't have that in soccer.
You can't have that in soccer. You can't just be the best player at Liverpool between 2005 and 2013. They can't be Steven Gerrard and have $1 million card.
Because there was no rookie patch auto back then.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, I wonder, in time, is that where we're going, or are we never going to get there?
I think that's where we're going.
It has to be.
Because if you look at Haaland, he has the rookie patch auto in the museum.
Yeah.
And which also doesn't get respected in the same way as, like, other rookie patch. Like, museum, for some reason, is like one of the most premium soccer sets, and it doesn't really get love. But Jason, I want to say a couple things. I made a mistake. There is no Kaká on the golden auction. Don't know what I was looking at. But what there is a 2018 Panini National Treasures Platinum 1/1 Karim Benzema.
Oh yeah,
patch auto, and it looks incredible. And it could, I don't know what the all-time record is for Karim Benzema, but it could push it. And there is also, this is important, Jason, for the Jude class, Champions League Chrome Super Refractor Jude Bellingham.
Oh wow.
It's in a PSA 9, and it's at 12,000 at the moment.
Excellent. That's brilliant timing by the Benzema, because the Ballon d'Or ceremony is happening on October 17th, and he's a shoe-in for the Ballon d'Or.
Okay, so yeah, it is 15 days left on it as well. I don't know if you can see that card. I don't know if you have it up on your
I
screen,
don't
but
have
it's
it up on my screen
beautiful.
now.
There's
Let me
also
have a look.
Ronaldo Eminence 5/5, which looks incredible. And
Because
various. There's not too much soccer. There's only a few bits.
somebody reached out yesterday on Instagram and was asking about a card that they pulled from a mosaic break, or they got in a mosaic break, which was the Benzema 1-1 from Road to the World Cup mosaic. And they were like, what should I do with this? And I was like, you lucky duck. He had the France spot in a mosaic break, got the 1-1 Benzema and a Thierry Henry auto.
Jesus.
Is this the one the France get? And it says FFF?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Can I say that excites me for World Cup National Treasures? I think World Cup National Treasures could be one of the sets of the year.
That's incredible. So for anyone who doesn't know, FFF is the French Football Federation.
I also don't see many Karim Benzema autographs out there in the wild. So
about to be a Ballon d'Or winner, Karim Benzema.
And it's just high end set. Like you forget that there was, I guess they really what's the word? They experimented with high end sets early in soccer. Like
Yeah.
They just went off the grid for many a moon. But there was high end soccer sets back in the day, and it's just
that's unreal.
I'm gonna go Benzema. Benzema obviously has a sticker from back in the day.
On the back of this card, I'll read it out while you're doing this. The back of this card, it says, superstar Cristiano Ronaldo has directly benefited more from Benzema than any other Real Madrid teammate, with the French forward providing more than 70 assists to the Portuguese star. Benzema reverses his role when he suits up for Les Bleus, however, featuring as the team's go-to scorer in the center of attack. And then, of course, this is from 2018. Years later, Ronaldo would leave, not years later, but a couple of years later, Ronaldo would leave Real Madrid, and everyone go, who's Benzema going to give assists to now? And Benzema went, nobody. I'm scoring all the goals myself. And won a Ballon d'Or.
Guess what the highest sale of Benzema was? I don't even know if this is true because there's not a single rookie sticker on this, but maybe Benzema has just never ended up on Golden Auction. I don't know. But what do you think the highest sale on Golden?
Yeah.
We must preface. For Benzema.
8,000.
3,360, and it's also from the same set. It's also a 1-1. The patch is actually the French flag.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't know which one looks better. Maybe this one. Looks incredible.
Right.
But
I have the highest ever Benzema on PWCC.
Okay.
2006 Panini Foot. It's the rookie sticker in a PSA 10. Sold in the same auction as that Kaká I was talking about.
Okay.
For $3,600.
Okay, so that's the number one. There was also a full set of the Panini Flawless Finishes collection, 19 different, featuring Harry Kane, Gareth Bale, and yeah, that's just cool as fuck.
Interesting.
16,000, and just I'm assuming that's on card auto National Treasures.
Yeah.
Alan Shearer. Oh my god.
I'm just gonna go turn a light on because viewers will have noticed it's become incredibly dark in the room I'm in. 2 seconds.
I just want to say anyone that bought World Cup Mosaic off us, that is getting shipped out. It should have been shipped out today because it came early today. I packed it early today and I called FedEx to come, but my FedEx driver, not a big fan of working on Fridays. So unless he shows up before the end of today, it'll be out today. Otherwise, it'll definitely be out Monday, and it'll be in everyone's hand on Tuesday. Hopefully it's in your hand on Monday, but my FedEx driver, as I've said, doesn't like working on Fridays. Who does? Oh God, who does? I don't know. I kind of like it here in the high-end soccer world.
I'm back.
I get giddy, Jason, when I see the high-end soccer.
Yeah.
And I don't mean, when I say high-end soccer, I don't mean 100,000, blah, blah, blah. I mean, like, when I see a card go for 3,000 and it's like an on-card, like, I don't know, like these National Treasures, the Eminence.
Yeah.
I get giddy. Like, I don't get the same giddiness for a 101 Superfractor from Chrome. Like, I see that and I know I'm like, that's an incredible thing. I mean, but when I see a National Treasure super high-end piece of like Karim Benzema, I'm like, that is so cool.
Yeah.
Just cool.
I think that's right. I think you're right to be
if that's not cool, what am I doing here?
Exactly.
World Cup National Treasures, Jason. Do you think it's going to be an unbelievable set?
I don't know, but I hope so. I hope so.
Is there a checklist? I don't know. Anyway, we're just rambling now. Sorry, I know you have an entire.
I have a whole. There's lots of stuff to get to.
All right, come on.
Steve Aoki.
Oh my god.
One of our mates
A man who wants to
touch.
be cryogenically frozen when he dies so he can come back and wreak havoc, which I'm sure he is doing at the moment. Talk to me, Jason.
He's wreaking havoc because we saw on the Instagram of the card unit, this is referred to us by a listener. So this guy, the card unit, was in a break, a Steve Aoki football festival break.
Okay.
On Vogt, which I guess is a kind of, maybe did Bits change their name to Vought or something, like a UK.
There's a lot of competitors out. There's a lot
Whatnot
of people trying to be whatnot. Yeah.
Anyway, so a random team break in a football festival, Steve Aoki, and got a 1-of-1 Luka Modric.
Okay, nice.
Right. A deal, he's posted his Instagram, a deal has now been struck to pass the card on to none other than Aoki's card house themselves.
Ooh.
Steve Aoki is going around buying up his own cards.
Yeah.
Oof.
I have two opinions on that.
Tell me both of them.
Number one, complete market manipulation.
Complete market manipulation.
Number two, I don't want to say I'm into it, but I like it. Like
Aoki, it's positive card market manipulation.
Yeah. Positive, it's transparent, and it's just like, I know if I open a Steve Aoki box, Steve Aoki's going to want the good hits from it. He's going to hunt me down. He's going to get them. And although it does, like, it is like, there's a distastefulness to it to a huge degree where it's like, you can't just do that. Like, you're pumping your own product. I think a problem that we have with a lot of boxes that come out, it's like, even when you hit a 1-of-1, you can't really sell it a lot of the time. Like, there's a lot of times where people are just, they have these cards and they're like, it's 1-of-1, so I can't let it go away for nothing. But also, no one really wants it.
No one's going to spend the money.
Then you're like, what's going on? Like, what am I? If I can open a box and get a big hit from it and nothing happens, what am I doing?
Yeah.
So in that case, I kind of like it, and I think it's like, he's obviously collecting it as well. Like, he is actually. He's like,
yeah. He's building a whole card brand.
That's what I'm saying, and like, I like it. I like it. Like, I get it. It's normally we'll shit on Steve Aoki very fast.
Yeah.
And if someone wants to shit on that, I'm like, yeah, fair, because it is kind of fucked. If Gary Vee was doing it, I don't even think we'd give him and we don't like any of these people. No, but you know what I mean? Like, it's total market manipulation, but I guess in a fun way that isn't market manipulation, because you're actually just saying, you bought the box, you hit a card, and I'm going to just get you out of it. I'm going to give you liquidity, and you'll probably get good deals off Aoki because, he's not going to haggle you, I don't think.
No, they'll just say here. They'll just come in and just say, "Here's the buy price," and you can just say, "Yes, thank you."
It's weird, but it's good.
Like,
he could easily have his name associated to a box, get paid whatever he gets paid to do it, and then just ignore the hits that come out of it and be like, I don't care.
But the genius of Steve Aoki is he's making sure
he'll keep you liquid.
That he'll keep you liquid. He's a good buyer. He is making sure he doesn't want cards with Steve Aoki written on them flopping in public, because then the next time he goes back to Topps or whoever else and wants to do another collaboration, they're going like, well, no one buys your cards they're not worth anything. We're not paying you.
But it's also filthy that he's the one that buys the cards. It's so weird.
Yeah, he's like making sure they never see the light of day.
But that like adds to it. That still adds to. It's so funny. It's genius. It's weird.
It's genius.
It should be a lot more distasteful than it is. That's what I'm going to say.
I think in the current market, you wouldn't. You
can't turn your nose away if someone buying stuff. Fair. No. Yeah, I don't hate it. And like, he's being transparent with it. He's not doing it in a shady way. There's not a dodgy eBay account going around bidding up all the Aoki cards.
True. It's like he's messaging, or his people are messaging on the official Aoki card house
saying
account.
Like, this is cool. Imagine, right, if we had our own set, Jason, Soccer United curated set, right? And then in it, someone hits a 1-of-1 Diego Simeone, right? But in the corner it says Soccer United.
Yeah.
You'd want to hunt that card down.
Yeah. Give me that.
And that's the kind of what he's doing.
Yeah.
No,
it's fun. I don't hate it, which I felt so strange not hating it.
So did I.
Somebody brought this to our attention as well. The whole show is produced by other people at this stage. La Liga ages ago signed an agreement with Dapper Labs, who did NBA Top Shot, to make video moments for La Liga, and it's just been kind of soft launched, or they're launching a beta or something. It's called La Liga Golazos, and there's a little press release. People wanted to talk about it because it's kind of a football collectible. Just get our thoughts on it. So, La Liga and Dapper Labs unveil La Liga Golazos, digital collectibles capturing the epic nature of La Liga action on the pitch from 2005 to present. Today, La Liga and Dapper Labs unveiled this La Liga Golazos, and the launch date of the closed beta and its first drop October 27th. you can join the beta waitlist now. Here we go. Here's the marketing spiel. Designed to embody the awe-inspiring spirit of La Liga action and its players, combined with the passion of its fans worldwide, La Liga Golazos will bring fans closer to the sport they love through digital collectibles called moments. Golazos comes from the Spanish word that describes a spectacular goal, but given the popularity of the beautiful game worldwide, its meaning today has transcended beyond borders and language. Do we need that little explainer on what Golazos are? La Liga, blah, 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 blah. Right, anyway. I have a problem with this.
I could tell.
You may be shocked.
I have a problem with my FedEx driver. Sorry, continue.
I have a problem with this. I basically think that one of the things that's most frustrating about soccer right now is that you cannot see video highlights around the world freely.
Mm.
And the fact that La Liga looked at their video assets and thought the best way to use them was to make them into collectibles that were sold on the blockchain. It demonstrates such a deep stupidity, a deep set way back in their head stupidity, that if soccer never grows to be the biggest sport in the United States, they have nobody to blame but themselves.
Yeah.
Like, what? How arrogant
to
think that it's time.
It's time.
It's time. Like, how long did the NBA work on highlights and sharing and social and all that stuff? They got that to a point where NBA highlights were such a thing that you could sell them as little collectible moments. That has not happened with soccer.
The guy on BT's YouTube channel does like some like Champions League highlights, stuff like that. And they left out one of AC Milan's goals in one of the Serie A games recently.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they make their mistakes, you know. But I like that the day after the game, if I haven't caught the game, I can watch the full extended highlights.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, the problem I think is that the leagues are not maintaining they're not reserving their right to publish their own highlights.
Yeah.
They're giving that as part of the TV package. And because football coverage is so fragmented around the world, like whether it's here where it's like across Sky and BT and Premier Sports, or whether it's in the States where it's across ESPN, NBC, CBS, all these guys, like, so you have to have access to all of these individual things. If the leagues just reserved the highlight rights, then the sport would actually grow.
Yeah.
This is like, they're not even running before you can walk. You're trying to fly before you can crawl. It's ridiculous. Okay, 15 years too early.
15 years. We're early.
But that's it. It's like, what's the point in us sitting here? Like, why am I more clued into the timeline than La Liga?
Yeah. You could get a job for La Liga, Jason.
There's
a job for you.
There's a job for me. Grab Javier Tebas, throw him out the window.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. I'm putting the highlights on Twitter. No, I just didn't like that. So that's all I wanted to say on that.
No, I get
it. Okay. How long have we been going for?
I don't know.
Oof. Long time.
I don't know, but my FedEx man did not come.
No sign of FedEx?
Oh, he ran around my house packing as fast as I could today. And he's like, it's fucking Friday.
He says Friday. Never mind.
It's Friday. I'll catch you on Monday. They don't even work Saturdays.
Oh, yeah. Imagine. They don't work Saturdays, but they also don't work Fridays.
What is that?
They work about 3 hours every morning, 4 days a week.
I'd love to do that. Might be a FedEx driver when it's all done.
It's all said and done. Get your van license.
Get your van license.
It's time for your football week, and I want to start in Brazil, where last night
Endrick
made his first senior football appearance for Palmeiras. Brazilian teenage sensation linked with Real Madrid and Barcelona made history after making his senior debut at just 16. He's the youngest pro debutant in Palmeiras history. and has been absolutely prolific in the youth teams.
Where we've heard that before.
Yes. He has
Mm.
scored a whopping 165 goals in 169 youth appearances, and at 16 has already received a call-up for the Brazilian under-20 team.
The under-20 Seleção?
That's right.
Oh.
Wow.
Who have we heard do that before? Joe, we have Joe Messi, Ronaldo. We have Mbappe, Haaland.
Yeah.
And we're going to have Endrick, Moukoko.
That's right.
I'm calling it now.
Calling it now. Call it now.
It's been called.
He has leaf photos, which have done very well.
That's no easy thing to do.
That's no easy to do. Such is the power.
Says a lot about the player. Yeah.
Yeah. Such is his promise that he transcends leaf. He has a 3-year deal which runs out in 2025 with his club and has a release clause of 60 million. Real Madrid and Barcelona vying for his signature, tipped to become the next Neymar. God, I hope not. Neymar's prices aren't great.
Oh my God, why? Why not? Neymar is incredible.
Is it time for that around the best case scenario? No. It's too depressing. So yeah, that's exciting. So congratulations if you got that leaf auto. I would say sell it before, as soon as you hear of a move, sell it.
Sell it now.
You could even sell now. Yeah, I wonder what they're at now. But yeah, very exciting. I actually think that the era of Real Madrid and Barcelona, it just being between the two of them for these Brazilian wonder kids.
It's going to be Newcastle,
Man City, PSG. These are the Petro Club.
Yeah, it's such a classic. It's such a classic to just say, Real Madrid, Barcelona are interested in him, so he's really good.
Yeah,
it's clickbait.
That leads us on to. Do you have something?
Oh no, yeah, I'm looking at. There's one up for auction.
Leaf auto.
Yeah. I'm trying to see what they've been selling for more recently.
Right.
But keep going.
I was going to say, speaking of the assumption that Real Madrid and Barcelona being interested naturally leads to a move there, the same thing was said about Erling Haaland, that Real Madrid and Barcelona were interested, and yet Man City got him. You may have wondered why. Well, the Daily Mail had an exclusive the other day. This was the headline.
It's pushing 250, 300.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Sorry, continue.
The exclusive of the Daily Mail. Goal machine Erling Haaland earns a mammoth 865,000 a week. That's 45 million pounds sterling a year, with huge bonuses taking his salary way over the club's other big stars after bargain 51 million pound transfer. Erling Haaland is earning close to £900,000 a week at Manchester City. The Norwegian superstar, who has set the Premier League on fire since his £51 million arrival, is picking up a staggering sum, which makes him the highest paid player in the Premier League. It is understood the 22-year-old gets a basic salary in line with the other high earners like Kevin De Bruyne. However, his almost guaranteed bonuses surge up near 900,000. The newspaper revealed that City beat off competition from a host of clubs and agreed terms represented a powerful striker in April. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, there you go. The highest paid player in the Premier League. Wow. Straight in at the top.
That's obviously goal bonuses. They're probably he probably needs to score 30 a season or something like that, or 40, and they're probably saying you're definitely on target to do that. So all in all, over the course of the year, it's at 900.
Yeah, I presume so. Something like that, yeah.
Crazy.
But that's incredible to come in at that, straight at the top end of the scale. And obviously, maybe it's easy to say the bonuses are almost guaranteed when you're 10 games into the season. Maybe they obviously weren't guaranteed to start, but wow, he's proven his worth.
One sec, I think my FedEx driver might be.
No way. A late appearance by FedEx. Well, while Enzo's gone, I'll tell you about this from also Erling Haaland. We're trying to think of ways to report on Erling Haaland that aren't just he scored more goals again. So we've had the salary thing, but also I don't know whether you saw this or not. There was a petition in England.
Too much credit.
Wasn't the FedEx man?
That was Postman.
Oh, good lord. So not only is he the highest paid player in England, but there has been a petition started to ban Erling Haaland from playing for Manchester City. So the petition named Petition to Get Erling Haaland Banned from Association Football because it's just not fair. The description reads, it's just simply not fair. We can make a change. Now is the time for us people to act. This robot should not be allowed to carry on in our country. And it got like loads and loads and loads of signatures, like 100,000 signatures, presumably from all of their fans. So
there was a fun tweet on Twitter as well that said petition to have a rule that any team in the World Cup can summon Haaland for 30 minutes. He parachutes down, we'll work it out once it gets approved.
Yeah, that was very
good.
I
say he is making an absolute mockery
of everything.
Of everything. He has scored 1% of both Manchester City's all-time Premier League goals and all-time Champions League goals.
Yeah.
What a player and what a club that lacks history.
Yeah, he got there awful quick.
But he's awfully good.
It's it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. And it's like
to see it. He's the hobby name. And I know that's partially my fault because I talk about him every week as you jested on Twitter to someone when we didn't talk about the North London derby. But listen, he's great. Listen, what can you say?
I was just saying to people that while you were gone, I was saying the fact that I was talking about the salary and the petition there. It's just like, cause it's hard to find fresh ways to talk about him. That, like it's, I was joking on Twitter as well during the week. It'd be easier to talk about the games where he doesn't score. Just have a little check-in every week. Did Haaland score this week? Yes, bing. And then, if he didn't, then it's a conversation. Why not? What happened?
He's doing a madness. Like if he can keep this going,
it's crazy. It's absolutely mental. So yeah, let me see if I got anything else. There's Champions League and all that stuff, but I want to talk about something very important, and so I'm going to share my screen for this one.
Was Ronaldo missing everything?
Oh no, my God.
That was shocking.
That was absolutely shocking. How do I find this? 1 second.
Trying to think. Was it Milan's new Off-White collaboration?
No. What do you think of that?
I liked it, but I'm sad because I'll never be able to like buy it. It's just
the players.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because it reminds me of the Italian the Euros winning the manager of the Blazers.
Yes.
I was like, that is so cool, but it's like it is cool, but it's literally not even for sale. You can't even have it. And now it's like, oh, this is so. I know Off-White in general is too expensive, right?
Yeah.
But when it collabs with like your club and you're seeing like AC Milan styled, so you're like, oh, that's so cool. But I can't afford it, and two, it's not even for sale. So it's sad. To be honest, it's depressing.
Yeah.
And it's depressing to see the players rock up wearing these Off-White fancy blazers and then get smoked by Reece James. That was embarrassing. 3-0. Are you having a laugh?
He's good, isn't he, that Reece James?
Yeah, but Rafael Leao was amazing. He looked like a donkey. But to be honest, I liked because I hope Chelsea are like, oh, he's shit.
Yeah, Reece James did say after the game that Rafael Leao was maybe the most difficult opponent he'd ever faced.
They followed each other on Instagram. The kids told me.
Oh.
That's respect.
A little bromance developing. It was like an online shirt swap.
An appreciation. He's an online shirt swap. That's what it is.
There you go. New term coined on Stock Cards United.
We did it. We keep pushing culture.
That's right. The culture advances as long as Stock Cards United is on the air.
Listen.
Now we could go through all the Champions League stuff, but I have something much better.
Oh, okay. Oh God.
This week, the Prime Minister of Qatar releases the Special Security Forces uniform, each assigned different jersey-like kits in a grand launch. So Qatar dropped their World Cup kits, not for the football team, but for the security forces.
So is this like if a man is found holding hands with another man, the yellow jackets come for you? That's
right. Yep. These are the yellow jackets. They're the gay police, and the navy jackets. They're the alcohol police.
Did you see the welcome to Qatar? They put out a statement. Oh, that was funny.
It's like beyond. You can't even parody it. You can't even satirize it because it's real.
Oh, I know.
So in a first, Qatar Prime Minister Sheikh Khalid bin Khalifa bin Abdulaziz Al Thani inaugurated the security forces official uniform. Yeah, and I got through it, I think, very admirably.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
part of me that would love to go to this World Cup, by the way.
Just to see what it's like.
I just feel like I've never been to a World Cup. I thought I'd get to do one by this age, you know. I'm getting old, I'm getting on.
Yeah.
And it's like sad that I haven't been able to, but like the English press scared me off the Russian one. because they're gonna literally just batter everyone, and I was like terrified because I was like Irish. Sometimes people think we're English, and
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
so I was like I
yeah.
can't go. Meanwhile, they went there and had an absolute ball. Like people were like halfway through the tournament, the English were buying tickets to go over because of course England were doing well, and
Yeah.
it's like it's actually really it's vibes over here, and I'm
Yeah.
scared that Qatar could be vibes.
Mm.
No, I don't think it will be, but like it's a World Cup. How is it not vibey?
Well, the thing is, like,
Can we go? No, we're
no.
not allowed. No.
Who are we? Gary Neville? We go with the first sign of a couple of million quid?
Ooh. Listen, oh, hold on a minute. If a couple of million quid
No, it would have to
go in
be.
front of me,
No, it would have to be relative to what Gary Neville is worth.
oh, throw me a few grand. I'm going to Qatar, baby.
You're on BN
If you
Sports.
aren't there, but I'd be supporting either the Mexican national team or I'll be supporting USA for sure.
Yeah.
Argentina. Oh, I could support anyone. Sweden, are they there? I'll be in there with them.
Sweden aren't there. No.
Nah.
So
Once Italy's not there, I'm like, no one's there. Fuck it. That's a lot of different uniforms for the
yeah.
police.
So Adam Hurrey, who hosts the Great Football Cliches podcast, says surely this is the first World Cup where the organizers have dropped the security uniforms like home and away and third kits. So you can have a look
Fourth and
here at
fifth
some
and
of the
sixth kids.
so amazing.
And why are they all in mannequins? Why is there no real people? That's so uncomfortable.
So you got these guys with the zebra crossings on
Oh my god.
the riot
Riot
police,
police. Is that gas mask and everything?
the tear mask, tear gas filter.
Oh my god. Explosive detection.
These guys
Oh
for the
my god.
forest,
I don't need that for
explosive
the World Cup.
detection.
I'm chilling.
It's not great, but as per local media reports, the committee worked creatively on uniforms, vehicles, and gear that attract fans and simultaneously preserve the security, identity, and character. So the riot police should seem approachable but stern.
Fair.
I like the idea of focus grouping riot police uniforms.
Listen, I like the idea of security at the event. Let's be fair.
Yeah,
Qatar, if you want to give Soccer United a few 100,000 to come,
yeah,
do a few bits, do a podcast live from Qatar,
yeah.
do some sport card washing.
Of course.
Get us. Jason, let's start reaching out.
Yeah. No, we will. Listen, the Security and Safety Operations Committee said that the new uniform vehicles mechanism approved for the Championship Security Force took 2 years of long, strenuous effort. So it may look easy to design 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
With a budget cap of 4 trillion.
A budget cap of 4 with unlimited money, but it actually takes 2 years of long, strenuous effort.
Wow.
So, people joke about this World Cup.
Listen, can I say
Nike
could have done with a few years of strenuous effort on
That's
some
right.
shocking kits they put out.
Shocking.
So maybe it does.
I tell you, the real human rights abuses are these Nike kits.
People said that that's a silent protest of the World Cup by making kits that will not be remembered.
Yeah.
But as we know, kits don't get remembered for how beautiful they are. They get remembered by what happens in them. Can we go to the World Cup?
Hang on, one sec. Quick share screen. Look at this.
Breaking news, is it?
Next, the new Lost Rookies.
Oh.
It's only bloody Ronaldo Nazario.
But there's no Ronaldo Nazario autos, is there?
Surely not. I'm stuck. Lions.
Clicking the line. It's Jason.
I'm going to Spain. Italy. It's an Inter kit.
There's a Y there that shouldn't be there. There's a Y that shouldn't be there. Oh, you're checking. Oh, I get you.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna help you here, Jason.
Okay, lion.
And
This is a lion?
Oh, so yeah, go.
Lion,
Bottom right.
lion.
Bottom left. We're in.
What do I search?
Lost rookie. Are you stupid? This is actually great for the people, I think.
Oh, will I get one?
Would I get one? Maybe. I don't know. He's Inter. I hate Inter.
I think it's a pretty good one.
Okay, 350. Get the 350 one.
This one here, 25?
Yeah. Now we're just in it. Come on. I'm ready to approve. Product you are trying is not available. Did it say?
Yeah.
Maybe you need to be. Are you logged in? Click on the account. You need to be logged in.
Oh my god. So we just missed out on the Ronaldo Lost Rookies. By the time I created an account on Top Italy, which I definitely have one, I don't know why it didn't work. They were gone. So anyway, that's about it, I think, for Soccer Cards United this week. Have a good weekend, everyone.
They look really nice.
They look really nice.
I'm sad.
Yeah.
Well, in fairness, he's in an Inter kit. We would have just sold it.
Yeah,
we wouldn't have kept that.
You wouldn't have been able to keep that.
But can we just break down the prices here?
Yeah.
350 for an of 25.
Mm-hmm.
Jumps to 500 for an of 10.
Yeah.
Jumps to 800 for one of 5. Jumps to 3.5 grand for the 101.
Mm.
That seems like a hefty jump, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The 1 of 5 was a colour match, so it looked the best, I think.
Right.
Obviously, gold always looks great. But like 350, I think, was a good price. I don't even know. We could do a best case scenario job on it. I have a feeling that
Look, there's an off 15 Leaf auto September 18th unlicensed going for $356.
Okay. He
So
doesn't have a lot. Or at least he didn't have a lot.
No, he doesn't have a lot. They were a good buy.
And when you do Ronaldo, you're thinking.
And there's that documentary just coming out that we just talked about on Tuesday.
You know, that's a good maybe they altered which Lost Rookie they're gonna bring out based on that documentary, perhaps.
Perhaps. Maybe the documentary brought it forward when they heard about the Lost Rookie.
Yeah, no, maybe
when they saw the silhouette picture.
Like what do you even Google to find a Ronaldo auto?
I put in Ronaldo Brazil.
I put in that email, but that was me wilding out thinking that the people would be cultured.
Look, we got to end the show. We can do this off the air.
Fine.
All right. Have a good weekend.
Have a good one.